Hello and welcome. So let's do this. This is going to be a demo for scheduling medical resources between care planners and operational resources. The technology behind this demo is the same that is found in the Doom 3 Minecraft integration video that I've done before. I'll put a link to that video in the description below. So for the purpose of this demo, we're going to be constraining the schedule of between the Monday the 23rd and Friday the 27th of September 2019, and the times from 6 a.m. in the morning to 3 p.m. in the afternoon. So we're going to head and start a care planner A, and we're going to schedule operations for Billy Anderson. We're going to do 2 gastrointestinal surgeries, and with a default priority of 84. Now, care planner A is specialized in scheduling 2 operations simultaneously. Both operations will be minimize the time between the operations, but as also try to maximize the time as close to the beginning of the week as possible. And Billy has gotten here times on the 24th at 6 a.m. and on the 26th at 6 a.m. as well. If we do for another patient, Michaela Danielson, if we then take a higher priority, say for example priority 120, and we do a query, then Angela Danielson will actually receive the prime spot here on Monday morning at 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. thereafter. We can start a care planner F, and now F is actually another care planner that is only going to schedule 1 operation at a time instead of 2. And so now I'm going to schedule a operation for Michaela Barry, and I'm going to also give a priority of 120, but because of the fact that I'm only scheduling 1 operation, the priority 120 is about double that for scheduling 2 operations. So if I schedule for Michaela Barry, then Michaela Barry gets the primary spot here on the 23rd at 6 a.m. And because A is nice, A is willing to relinquish the spots of Angela Danielson by moving her time slots up by 1 so that Michaela Barry can have the prime spots. If I cancel Michaela Barry, that means that care planner A is on the lookout constantly for better slots, so Angela Danielson's times again will move up towards the primary spot at 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. on the Monday morning. If I let's schedule another operation, this time a default priority of 84 for Joachim Carlson. And we'll see that Joachim gets times here on the 24th and the 26th, similar to Billy Anderson, straddling a huge cardiothoracic surgery on the 25th. Care planner here, care planner X, is responsible for that cardiothoracic surgery. If I cancel that surgery, then you'll see that Joachim, because the care planner is on the lookout for better opportunities, will take up the time slots given available on the 25th now, that were previously occupied by care planner X. Now, if I schedule, let's schedule vascular surgeries this time for Knut-Gunnarsson, and we're going to give priority 40. No, 84, sorry. Default priority. Normally, the default priority for 84 is enough to get also a time slot here in the middle, but because OP1 has been programmed that no vascular surgery is allowed after gastrointestinal surgery on the same day, that means that the only option left for Knut Gunnar, even though he has a pretty high priority, is only on the Friday, because all these other 4 days from the 23rd to the 26th have been occupied by gastrointestinal surgeries. Let's start another care planner, care planner B. And care planner B is identical to A, also scheduling 2 operations simultaneously. And then we're going to schedule for another patient, Sanna-Len Laukkanen, and we're going to also schedule vascular surgeries with a default priority of 84. Now, because these have been, the 4 days have been taken up by gastrointestinal surgery, and then there's no space on Friday left for additional surgeries, Sanna Laukkanen, her request is queued, so because there's no space left on the calendar. Now, if there's a problem for a hospital and say there's not enough operating resources, then a hospital can start new operating resources on the fly by having new operating rooms set up temporarily, or by accommodating other hospitals in the area for their surgeries. So a new operating resource can be started. So we can start one called Op2, and now on both care planners you can see that Op2 is now available by the green icons here on the user interface. And now Care Planner A will make use of both Op1 and Op2 to reschedule Knut Gunnarsson's vascular surgeries in the middle of the week. And Sanna Laukkanen, her request was queued, but now has gotten also 2 spots on the calendar here on the 25th and the 24th of that week. If we then schedule another surgery for Vincent Neumann with a priority of 40, then we can see that both calendars, Op1 and Op2, can be used for scheduling simultaneously. If we, for example, say one of the operating room resources were not available, so we kill Op1, then immediately care planners are made aware of this, and so scheduling is not allowed then on that resource. If we schedule again another patient for Nancy Fredriken, immediately that operating 1 is not available, and only Op2 is then used for scheduling. So because the technology is component based, that means that we can also have a certain level of redundancy if we have 2 components running for say, for example, operating resource 2. That means if one operating resource goes down, we can still have another component running to service requests in that case. Let's schedule another resource here, Jussi Haitanen. We're gonna hide the schedule for Op1 since Op1 is not running anymore, so we can concentrate on Op2. Now, if I schedule vascular surgeries for Jussi Haitanen and we give a priority of 98, now here is a red block, and this serves to illustrate that the 23rd by Op2 has been blocked off for vascular surgery. Now we're scheduling vascular surgery for Jussi Haitanen, and so it's no problem for Jussi to acquire a spot on the 23rd at 9 AM. Now, if I start another for operating resource, Care Planner, we'll start Care Planner F again, and this time we're going to schedule an operation for Einar Karlsson, but we're going to schedule a gastrointestinal surgery instead of a vascular. So now if I give Einar Karlsson a priority of 120, normally that would be enough to get the prime spot here at 6 AM on the 23rd, but since this day has been blocked off for vascular surgery, the only possible slot that is available that early is on the 24th at 12 in the afternoon. If, for example, I were to say that Einar Karlsson's surgery is super important, I could give a very high priority, and if I were to query again then, Op2 can see that Einar Karlsson has a super high priority and can then choose to retrofit the 23rd for gastrointestinal surgeries instead of vascular surgeries. This means that Op2 has to then ask Care Planner A if it's okay to move Jussi Haitanen and reschedule his operation to the 24th so that Einar Karlsson can get her spot on the 6 AM on the 23rd in the morning. And you can see here that this has indeed happened. So now we have a green block here to show that the 23rd is for gastrointestinal surgeries, and Einar Karlsson has indeed taken the 6 AM block on Monday morning. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much. Have a good day.